Look at what I sourced over here. This one exploded. Canceled the whole thing.
Alright, cool.
Good morning, muchachitas. It is hot as hell outside and bright, but here comes a cloud. Please, God, I can't see anything. Anyways, look at what I sourced over here. Thanks to OfferUp. No, not sponsored whatsoever. OfferUp is kind of like Facebook Marketplace, but it was first, I think. I found this on there, got it for 80 bucks. It's a bookshelf dollhouse, which is literally so perfect. All the pieces fit on here like a shelf. I'm really happy I found this and I don't have to build it from scratch. I basically only have a few hours to get this sanded and then painted. Hopefully it'll be drying and I can finish the rest tomorrow, or I don't even know when because I have to glaze. Anyways, it's very, very tight on schedule, so let's get started. First, I'm gonna sand it because obviously I'm not gonna have it this color. Absolutely not. Then we'll take a little trip to Home Depot and get the paint that we need, but here we go. She's so cute. So the lady told me that this is probably from like the 80s. The house that she bought, it came with the house basically. They just gave it to her. She's had 3 kids and all 3 kids have played with it and have had it and have used it. So it's really, really old. I want to do it justice and make it even more beautiful. Really excited to see how this turns out. Guys, I needed a little break. It's literally like the hottest day that we've had, and I decided to do this today. It's coming out really nice. I went to Home Depot and I got the paints. I got the wood stain. I'm gonna stain this wood, a dark stain, and then I'm going to paint the rest of everything. You'll see how it's gonna come out. It's really hot. Okay, I should get started. Guys, we did it. We sanded this. Took, I want to say 2-3 hours. That was a lot more work than I expected. I think it's time to stain this wood, finally. I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. I looked up a couple TikToks. That's the extent of my knowledge on what I'm doing. So if I'm doing something wrong or there's a better way I could be doing this, please leave a comment so the next time I do this, I could do it better. I'm not here to teach you, I'm just showing you what I'm doing. And hopefully we all learn a thing or two about what the fuck I'm doing, because I don't know what's going on. But anyways, I'm gonna stain this wood. This is the color we'll be using. It's called espresso. In the video, it said I just have to shake it. It's better to use a rag because it drips a lot with the paintbrush. You have to let each layer dry before you apply the other one. That's the basic rules that I'm gonna follow. Let's get started. This is a little more black than I wanted. I wanted it to be a little more cherry red, like undertones, but whatever. My dad used to make art sculptures and stuff, so I'm like really used to the smell of paint. I really love the smell of paint, but I know it's very bad for you. It's so nostalgic for me. It's all I would smell when I was little is just paint. Whoa, look at that, you guys. And then you're supposed to like wipe off the excess. I feel like Bob the Builder. I think it's done. This one exploded, you guys. This one was the first one I made, so this exploding, it was like too thick here, that's why, but it had way more than enough time to dry. It was the first one I made, and we've been at this for like over 2 weeks. So I don't know why that exploded, but whatever, we move on. The dollhouse already has a few windows, but I wanted to cut out a big window so that you could kind of poke your head through and peek at all the pieces that are inside. I thought it would make for a really cute picture, so that's what we're doing. Now it's finally time to paint. I taped over all of the window frames and the little door frame, but then I realized that when I wanted to create the limestone effect all over the house, which required me to sponge everything, it was kind of silly that I used tape because I needed to get into the edges and that messed everything up. So using the tape was a waste of time, but regardless, we live and we learn and we move on. I really wanted a limestoney effect with this dusty color, this dusty rose pink. I think it came out well. I learned a lot throughout the process of doing it and how I could do it better next time. But I did what I could with the colors I had bought already. There's other shades I could have bought to make the effect look more realistic and better. But in the end, I think it came out really good. So yeah. It's time for one of my favorite parts, even though I say that about everything every single time, but truly I love airbrushing. Glazing I love as well, but I can get tired of glazing after a while. But I think I could genuinely do the airbrush literally all day. It's just so simple and so satisfying to watch. I love their little cheeks like coming to life. I use Amico velvet underglazes for the airbrush effects, so I use radiant red for the cheeks, and then I'll mix like any of my colors from the Amico velvet underglazes to create the eyeshadows. I love their underglazes because they are so true to the color that they are in the package, and with glazes you'll find that a lot of glazes obviously change in the kiln, but these stay pretty true to color, and you can mix them and then the color that you mix will also be pretty true to color most of the time. So these are like my trusty go-to colors. I love Amico. They're just so reliable. The one thing about glazing that is like really tedious is once I do the airbrush effect on the blush, if I get any other glaze on the piece, it ruins it. So I have to like take everything off, take the blush off, and start over again. So I have to be super careful when I'm doing the eyes and the lips, and I have to make sure my hands are clean, and it could be really like nerve-wracking. Usually, you know, I've been doing this a while, so I don't mess them up, but it does happen from time to time, and it could be really frustrating. I love glazing, but glazing isn't just one coat and done. I feel like if it was just one coat and done, glazing would be my favorite part, but every single coat that you do, every color that you do, you have to do it 3 times. And so that's when things get a little bit tedious and like you kind of get tired. You're like, all right, like I want to move on to the next piece. But you know, that's the love and the hard work and the commitment that ceramics is, which is also what makes it so special at the end of the day. For me, I don't know why, I like to do their faces first. Like I'll finish all of their faces. their eyes, their lips, their cheeks, any details on the face, like any freckles or moles. I'll do all of their faces, so every single piece, and then I'll go back and do all their hair, per se, their larger portion. I don't know why, I like to see their faces done, and I love when they're matte. Glaze is so special because once it goes in the kiln, magical things happen, and then they come out and they're something you couldn't have even imagined, and it's so freaking cool. That's the most exciting part of ceramics, is when you glaze it and you kind of have an idea, but maybe low-key you don't have an idea of how it's gonna come out, and you're just hoping for the best. I love that part, but I also love seeing them matte. I love them when they're glazed but they haven't been fired and they just have this matte look. I just love it so much. Sometimes I wish they could stay like that, but it's kind of dusty, so it'll come off if you touch it too much or whatever. But I just love it so much. I love all of it. Good morning, muchachitas. It's been a very stressful past couple of days. Pretty much the whole week was incredibly stressful. The pop-up is tomorrow. As you can see, this is not completely done yet. Just have to paint a few rooms, and that's pretty much it. I finished glazing last night at 5:30 in the morning. It is 10 a.m. So I got less than 4 hours of sleep, which is what I've been getting this whole week. I'm really exhausted. I'm never doing something so short notice ever again. 3 weeks is definitely not enough to do this. I almost quit. I almost gave up. I almost emailed them and canceled the whole thing. Genuinely, I was just so exhausted and I didn't think I could do it. I did do it, but it was a pretty horrible experience to rush making art and to glaze 20 pieces in the span of 2 days. My forearms, my hands, my thumbs, like everything keeps cramping. So that's a lesson learned, you know, don't do things short notice. Either way, the pieces are in the kiln. I'm really excited to see how they came out because I still really put in a lot of effort and made sure that the pieces were not getting sacrificed because of the lack of time. I still put in a lot of attention to detail, and hopefully they come out really nice. Hopefully this is all worth it in the end. I just want to take a nap. Like, I just want to lay out on the beach and not have a worry. I'm gonna finish this with my friend Emily today. I haven't had much time to talk to you guys because I've honestly been to the wire. I wake up, brush my teeth, and I come in the studio and I work all day non-stop. Louis has been helping me. He stayed up till 5:30 in the morning. He helped me glaze a few pieces. It just makes me emotional. I'm just really grateful to have such amazing people to help me, and my amazing fiance who's always here to help me. So I feel really grateful, and I'm really tired and emotional. Hopefully today we're gonna set up. We have to go to the bath, so I can show you guys all of that today, and hopefully I'll be done and I can rest and sleep all night today. So I'm really looking forward to that. The show is tomorrow, but it's at night. It's at 6, from 6 to 9. So I'm happy it's like in the afternoon so I could sleep in. I don't have anything to wear. I don't really care at this point. Like, I'm gonna show up in a freaking trash bag. Yeah, that's where we're at. We're gonna paint this house, and I have to paint a background as well, and I have to figure out how to hook a clothing line from one end of the pop-up space to the other without drilling any holes or anything like that. So I'm kind of nervous, but I'm sure we can figure that out. But yeah, that's my little talk today. I don't have much in me, guys. I don't have much left to give. But anyways, life goes on. Let's go. The pieces are in there. It's really hot. You guys, it's freaking finished. It's 1 a.m. the day before the pop-up. But they're done. It's done. Look at all the little details. I'm gonna get some flowers and put it in this pot so this area will be filled. This room is my favorite. Oh my gosh, she's too cute, dude. Like, she needed her own room. And here they're gonna be playing dominoes. And look at how cute this one is. Like, he's so serious right now. So far, this is the space. Me and Em hung this. That's pretty much all we've done. Well, this table will be simple because the house will be right here. Now we're gonna try to hang a clothesline from there to there. Okay, we're back. I forgot to film this part, but we're putting up the grass. It's fake paper grass. And then we're gonna put the house right here. And then we still have to do this side. Today is the pop-up. It only took every ounce of energy I had in my body.
Alright, cool.
Otra muñequita. No one told me this would happen. Like,
this country is a
La muñequita. Otra muñequita. Otra muñequita. Otra muñequita. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like dead ass. Woo!
Alright, cool. I think we got enough. Hold on.
Okay, cool. Hi guys, it's been a few days. So I'm here with Ori. We're gonna do a photo shoot for the remaining pieces that weren't bought during the pop-up, and just to do some promo for the shirt, the totes, and all the other little things that I got. I'm excited. I need to talk to you guys because I haven't said anything since the pop-up, but honestly I was sleeping. I've just been de-stressing. So let's go take some pictures. I'm here with Ori, and she just put hairspray all in this room.
It's not hairspray, it's dry shampoo.
Oh my god, I can't breathe.
Muñequita de Tati.
It's really hot outside, so I'm scared.
Maybe.
Girls, we're here. Some Mary Jane's and the Swaks. So it's gonna be like a little picnic vibes. I'm taking a video. Toby wants to be a part of it so bad. Okay. No. She thinks I'm taking a picture. Muñequitas, it's been a little while. Where did we leave off? We did the pop-up. It went great. I'll never be doing that again though, ever. I mean, I'll do other pop-ups, hopefully though, with way more time. There's a few things that I wish I would have done or wish I could have included. We were on a time crunch, and it is what it is. I filmed to the best of my abilities. Forgive me, I was not like the best at filming throughout this process. I have not been this stressed in my life for a very long time. This was very stressful. I was pulling all-nighters, I was not eating well, and I got off my routine. Obviously, like, I wasn't exercising, and all these things every day I've cultivated so I can have a healthy work-life balance. When you work for yourself, it's really a lot up to you to create boundaries with work and life, have a balance, and take care of yourself, and work out and eat well and get sleep. When you own your own business, work for yourself, or do anything that's self-motivated, it's very easy to just do it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because you're the one drawing the line. And sometimes you're just like, well, I'm just gonna work on this, and you just start to fill every ounce, every second of your free time with work. Although that could be very productive, and we're in a capitalist society, so productivity is the name of the game here. It is very hard on you, and very hard on your mental, and it got my ass. So after the show, it was really fun and a lot of people came out. It was beautiful. There was a very interesting and surprising, unexpected opera show, like an opera flash mob basically, during my pop-up. So this is a museum. Obviously they have programs and they have events and they have art, and my pop-up wasn't gonna stop the museum's schedule, obviously, and I didn't expect it to, but I did not receive any notice, and neither did the woman Angie who's helping me organize this whole thing, and she's my connection to the museum. She had no idea either that it was gonna be in the pop-up itself. Basically, we just had no idea how involved they were gonna be, or like how inside of the pop-up they were gonna be. And it was opera, and this opera was like about Germany and war. It was intense. Like, it was not like a fun love story. It was an intense opera. Don't get me wrong, it was a very cool experience. I love opera, but this was not the vibe. But other than that, like, people showed up. I was happy I did it. I was happy it was completed. The little house came out really great, which was what was the most important. So that made me very happy. It was not my dream setup how I wish it would look, but we had a short time, so it is what it is, and it came out great for the time that we had. Emily, my friend that you saw throughout the video, she was an immense help. I didn't count on having someone there, but if I didn't have Emily, I would not have been able to do this. I would have gave up and I would have quit. I cried several times. I had many mental breakdowns. It was just like a lot of facing my own inadequacy to plan things appropriately and time things appropriately. It was a lot of confronting myself, a lot of just poor time management, and also agreeing to do something with such a short period of time available. That was my fault. I agreed to it, and I shouldn't have, because less than a month is not enough time to do what I do. I had less than a month to create a whole collection of work, plus the setup, plus merch, plus all these things that I honestly just didn't account all the time I needed for that. It was a learning experience, to say the least. It was fun, it was beautiful, and I'm happy with all the merch I made. I'm really, really in love with the t-shirts, and everybody seems to really like them. They should be available once this video's up. You guys can go on the website and purchase a muñequita t-shirt and some totes. The totes came out really beautiful. Shout out to Against All Odds Print. That print shop really saved my life, and they did an amazing job. Everything looks so good, and the t-shirt quality is so good and so soft. But anyways, since I was so stressed during this pop-up thing, afterwards, I guess my body and my cortisol levels could like go back to normal. But when that happens, after being so stressed for 2 weeks straight, I think I fell into a depression, kind of a burnout. I wouldn't say depression, but a burnout. Like, I definitely didn't want to get up from bed. I spent 3 days sleeping, which is why I haven't talked to the camera in a while. Then I had to go pick everything up from the pop-up, so that kind of got me out of bed. Aside from that, I was mentally trying to get to myself again. It's been a little hard, but we're slowly getting our way back. I'm excited to be on my own time again and not have to rush. I did not enjoy that cortisol spike. That was insane. I love having my own schedule, my own rhythm of things. I definitely did learn that I can make and glaze way more pieces than I have been. I just take my time with things. Maybe I could be a little faster. You know, I don't like rushing this process. It was very stressful, and it was just not what I want to do. So after the pop-up and burning out a little bit, sleeping for 3 days, I felt better. But then, you know, work continues, and I had to do a last minute photo shoot with my friend Odie. My friend Gina was supposed to also be in the photo shoot, but she had some life circumstances that she couldn't make it. So I had to step in and be in the pictures, which I don't love because I'm a little bit hard on myself. I don't think I like how I come out in pictures most of the time, but the pictures came out cute. Usually I have Rachel take pictures. She wasn't in town either, and it was just all a rush. I'm gonna try to be better this new phase in life. I'm gonna try to plan things way ahead of time. I truly hope I can find a healthy balance between planning and remaining in the moment and letting things unfold. It's hard for me to conceptualize a photo shoot if my pieces aren't done. So I have to wait for my pieces to be finished and see them and kind of live with them for a little bit, for like a day, to really conceptualize where they're gonna live and how they're gonna look good in a photo setting. It's just a process that is so unpredictable. So it just makes it so hard for me to plan. But I need to find a healthy medium because this did not work. This was way too crazy. Anyways, I feel like I'm yapping a lot. It's been 13 minutes and Pal might kill me. Let's wrap it up a little bit. I just want to say thank you guys. There was a few of you who showed up to the pop-up that watched my videos, and that made me like so fucking happy. It's still so strange to me. I appreciate it, and I appreciate every single one of you that shows up for me. Like, it's literally crazy. I would not be able to do any of this, any of these crazy antics without your support. So thank you for showing up for me. I love you so much. I hope that you enjoyed watching this crazy process as much as I could film from it. I promise to be better and to get better at filming, especially in those stressful moments. I know it's good to watch. It's fun to watch people freaking out. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all the things. I love you, my muñequitas. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.